And I was like, do you know what? Let's put the microphone, so hopefully it's going to be all right, the sound. And I'm on my second part of testing these Xerjoff samples, and so far, Comandante is great. I like Comandante. This smells like Le Mal when it first came out. This is what the man Cologne said, and it's very nice. Also, I tested this Tommy Yomi Monkey Special, and yes, this is, I'm going to use the strips because I already have some fragrances on my hand. This is so, this is for the winter time. This is winter in a bottle. This is semi-sweet. It's smelling a bit like a liquor or something like that. A bit boozy, some vanilla there. So this for the winter time is going to be great. Yes, this for the winter time it's good, but also has that patchouli, sweet, a bit earthy, boozy. This is a complex scent. Thank you for coming back, Ronnie. I have 3 already here on my hands, samples, and I took the strips this time because this is the right way. And always from also Rojadov experience, this he said, if you want to test a fragrance, just spray it like that from the distance, and don't get the nose exposed straight away to the alcohol, because the alcohol is anesthetic, so your nose is going to get fatigued. Let the fragrance, to settle a bit, so the alcohol is going to get dissipated, and after 15, 20 seconds, just smell it. And he said you can smell fragrances all day like that, just don't get your nose exposed straight away to the alcohol. So he's the master perfumier, so he's all right. Yes, this is what he said. It's on his video, so I'm going to do this, and he's the man, he's Roja, I'm Mr. Nobody. And as I said, always here on my channel, just sample more. I have all these one from, Creed, Loewe, all of these one, just sample more, guys. I have all of these one. I bought them long time ago, and if something was extremely, extremely nice, definitely was here, definitely was here up, and I want something, as I said, mind-blowing, to add in my collection. Also, this one, Reflection 45, it's good, but I have the original Reflection, so was a bit, but this one is strong. If you want a floral, strong, monster performer fragrance, this Reflection 45 is 45% parfumol concentration here. This is going to last on the skin 15 hours. If you don't wash it, and also it's going to project for hours and hours and hours. If you're gonna use like 10 sprays from the original bottle, I imagine it's going to project for 10 hours, I don't know, maybe more. And as I said, just sample more, guys, I have here bags of, this stuff, just sample more. I have PDM right here, I have, so just sample more, plenty of stuff, bags, just sample more. That's the way to go, because as I said, I was just about to blind buy this Torino 25, and It's good, but it's not mind blowing. This is my uh, honest advice to you. It's nice. It's not repulsive. It's not something. But I wouldn't pay 140 pounds, 150 euros for 50 ml. We have much better alternatives. This monkey special. This is good. This is rich. It's rich. Monkey special. It's a rich scent. Also the rich wood, which is right here. This is quite expensive as far as I know, but this smells high class if you like this woody fragrances, only woody, a bit sweet. This one is a bit sweet. Also, I have from Creed. Hopefully it's going to be here, or I have from Creed Delphinius, which I wore it and I didn't get the chance to make the video. I wore it only once. And also I have Spice and Wood from Creed, and this one is from the private blend. And Spice and Wood definitely is a great scent. I wore it only a couple of sprays once on the hand, but I didn't get the chance to do the review because I'm just working and very busy with just the normal life. But this one is good, but the performance for what Creed wants, it's not worth the price. As I'm being honest all the time, this smells nice if you love the woody fragrances, but the performance is not as great. Maybe Creed wants to make the fragrances like that, but I wouldn't pay that price for a fragrance which is lasting like 8 hours with moderate projection, let's say. 14 notes, I got here 14 notes, so I'll test that one also. But Richwood it's good. It smells like some like a wood with some broxan, something like that, a bit semi-sweet and a bit pungent, almost like a wood with some animalic notes in the background. Hopefully I'm not going to be wrong, because I don't use Fragrantica for this rich wood. I only use for this monkey special, and in the background I have music. Yeah, so, but this is what the feeling is getting to my nose. And I have here the 14 notes. Let's try also this one. Yes, I have Mephisto 2 or 3, I think. Italica, Mephisto Gentilomo, I think. I will let this one to settle a bit, as I said. So yes, I put 40 notes. I will let this one to settle a bit. I don't want my nose to get exposed to the alcohol. This is better. I like this one. I like it. I think this is a bit fresh, kind of aquatic. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Yes, this is fresh, a bit aquatic, I think. Yes. Yes, always it's better to test yourself the fragrance, because that person, when he said, it's barely like the baby powder, maybe he was tired, or the noses are different. This is what I said. Yes, it's a bit funny, but the noses are different. And depending on where you are, you can feel the fragrance different. For example, if you're gonna smell this monkey special in the high heat, you're gonna hate it, maybe. But now outside here in the UK is quite cold, so I like it now. So I have from Mephisto I have Gentilomo and Mephisto the OG. and I have Casa Morati Italica. So let's try also this. It's not bad. This which one is? No Comandante. I think I put it here. It's not bad, the 14 notes. Let's try this one, Mephisto Gentiluomo. Thank you, horse running. What's your name, man? you know, you are always here, and you are an amazing guy, and also you have an amazing nose. I love your comments. All the time when you are writing a comment, your comments are so long and so like you are studying it. Like you are absolutely right. And thank you for taking your time to write it. We need people like you in community, and honest people. And also, if you're gonna start your YouTube channel, just let me know to subscribe. Yes, this is fresh. This Casa Morati Gentiluomo is fresh. It's a bit of the kind of Colonia, goes a bit towards the kind of Colonia Acqua di Parma, style. I can smell some citruses on top. This a bit fresh. Yeah, this is nice. You cannot go wrong with this. I rather suggest you this Mephisto Gentiluomo than any other. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, this is good. Hi Nick, finally. Thank you, man. Thank you, Nick. Now I'm going to remind your name. Yes. So as I said, yes, I opened a bit of the Fragrantica to check it because I don't wanna I don't wanna say stupid things. So this has some citruses on top, so it's a bit more some lavender. Yeah, it's a bit more fresh, yes, musky. So it's good. Yeah, it's good. This Gentiluomo is good. I don't want to say stupid things here because guys, I'm just a fragrance user, not an influencer, not an expert. I'm just a guy like you, who loves to enjoy, who loves to wear his fragrances. I'm not by any means an expert. I never claim I am an expert. I'm just a random guy, normal guy, and I love the fragrances since I was little. Since I was like little kid. I was just stealing my dad, aftershaves, whatever he had there, and I was just running in the house with them. Yeah, but I definitely encourage you to start a YouTube channel. Just post it, and we need honest people because we are just bombed every day from the influencers. Buy this, and in the end, not long time ago, maybe last week, a guy commented me and said, look, I got influenced this year and I spent my money. I have over 50 fragrances this year, which I added in my collection and I'm not enjoying them, blah, blah, blah. So don't spend your money on, things which you don't know, you don't enjoy them, or let's test the Mephisto, the original one. So this is my honest recommendation to you. Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much. Let's see this Casa Morati. What's the deal with this thing? What's the deal? Let's let this fragrance to settle, as Roja Dove teaches us. Let the fragrance to settle and the alcohol to get dissipated, and This is also good. This is almost a bit sweeter, I would say. Yes, this is also good. Mephisto, it's good, guys. It's on my style. This it's having the original, fresh, a bit old school, fresh barber shop, but not that barber shop. If you get what I mean. Mm. Yes, this is nice. This is fresh, a bit of the that barbershop fresh, nice vibe. This is fresh, uplifting. Yes, yes. Citrusy, always a citrusy fragrance is going to be. You are right, uplifting. You are right, Rooney. Like for example, when you're gonna spray this, you know, this cheapy because this, in comparison with what we pay today, this is a cheapy. So when you're gonna spray this is also uplifting, citrusy, musky. This is great. And I have a 200 ml bottle which I bought it a long time ago, but I didn't finish it due to having so many colognes. Like all the time I had minimum, in the past 10 years I had minimum 10 all the time in my collection. The lowest point maybe minimum 10. So that's why I didn't finish this bottle. All the time I have like 200 ml bottles. Like when I catch the offers, I have so many of 200 ml bottles. Like this one is the 200 ml one. I have so many of the 200. Let's search here in my. I have also some stuff here, So basically, what you see here is not everything what I got. I got also some stuff here, and I have also 200 ml. Another one just right here, and I got another 200 ml just right here. This one is finished because I gave it to a friend to use it. I got also 200 ml just right here, and I got also 200 ml just right here, and I have so many of these 200 mls. This is nearly gone because I love the Aqua di Gio. I have also 200 ml right here, so that's why I didn't finish that bottle. Yes. Hi. Yeah, so this is good. This is very safe for a blind buy, but I always said do not blind buy it if you have the chance to test it. Just do what I did, buy samples, and the experience is going to be the the experience is going to be very, very nice. Let's put this one here. Also, I've got these samples which I never test them when I buy some fragrances. If you know something about this, I never had, as I said, I was so busy with the work and I never had the chance to test this stuff. This is like, Trussardi, La Vie di Milano, something like that. And La Vie di Milano, but it's District of Nolo, and La Vie di Milano, I Vicoli di. I never had the chance to edit, so busy with the normal life, and I have so many here which I never got the chance to actually proper test them. I don't want to make a review and saying stuff which is not right because I just sprayed that fragrance once. I want to have a proper full wearing. So yeah, so I don't know. I got stuff which I don't have, like samples which I don't have time to test them properly. I don't want to say stupid things about them. I think I didn't take it by mistake. I was just about to take it. Hopefully it's here, but so definitely that one is going to be, if I don't have here, if I don't have it, Tomiomi is going to be on my next list. So I have the Richwood here. Definitely is going to be on my next shipment, because I won't stop here. I want to buy more samples from Xerjoff and buy only the best ones. Like if I cannot 2 or 3 amazing scents this year from, or the next year from Xerjoff, is going to be amazing. But I don't think. No, I don't have that one. Alexandria Free. The Alexandria Free too. I'm going to test also that one. I promise. I promise. And always when I say something, I'm doing it. Thank you for watching, guys, and thank you for being here. Yeah, I promise I'm going to add that Renaissance here. So let's test also this one. Let's see what's the deal. This is the Italica. This is sweeter than other ones. This feels a bit more unisex, but it's a good unisex if this one is unisex. Yeah, this feels unisex. Let's search it here on Fragrantica, because I don't want to say stupid things, but it feels unisex. Yeah, this is sweet. Yeah. Sweet almond vanilla. Yes, this is sweet. This is unisex. Maybe for woman and man. Yeah. Yes, so we get this almond, vanilla, lactonic, nutty, powdery. Yes, it's nutty. Yes. Fruity caramel. Caramel, I get the least, but it's sweet. Yes, it's sweet, vanilla, nutty. Yes, like that. Sweet, vanilla, nutty. I get this so far. This one, it's a good unisex, but I don't see myself reaching towards like unisex sense too much. I prefer a bit of that manly style. I'm a man, so I like the fragrance to be manly. Like good. Like this one is good. So Mephisto Casamorati is good, and also I think it's cheaper than a normal Xerjoff. Yes, so the thing is, if you, when you test the fragrance, if you spray it, as Roja said, and you let it like that for 10 seconds minimum, you can smell fragrances all day long. Just don't get your nose exposed to the alcohol outright. Just wait a bit for the fragrance to settle, for the alcohol to get dissipated, and you should be fine. We can smell all day long fragrances if we follow this. Let's go with Tomiyoni Defied, because Nick said I have the Monkey Special, which I smelled it. It smells very nice for the winter time, boozy, sweet. So this is the Defied. Ooh. This is also good. Again, for the winter time, late fall. Yes. But I think Monkey Special is slightly better. What do you think? Yes, it's good. It's semi-sweet, yeah. Yes, I've heard about Comandante. It's like the original Le Mal from a YouTube channel called The Man Cologne. He was talking in a video about it, and I smelled for the first time Comandante in my holiday in Tenerife, but was hot outside, but still was good, and it's still here on my hand because I sprayed it. So Comandante, if you love the Le Mal DNA, is there is not like, for example, the ultra mild. No. So it's like thicker, denser, vanilla. It's not as flowery as, like ultra mild or so. This you're gonna love it if you. This is what she said. I never smelled the original Le Mal because got launched in 1995, if I'm not wrong, something like that. Middle in the middle of the 90s. But it's good if you can get this for a good offer and you love the Le Mal DNA Comandante. It's good. It's one of the best so far from here. So my taste. I like also the sweet ones and I like also the fresh ones. So this is very well made. Yes, I think Tomiyomi Monkey Special, I prefer it over the Defied one, but it's just a personal taste. So, yeah, I prefer this over this. What to test next? Torino 22, but I tested so many. Let's go with Torino 22. Torino 22. Always I said this one is going to be the last one, but I'm still, I'm once I start doing things, I can't stop, Ooh. Let's this to settle a bit. I never tried that one. That I never heard of that Seraphim Blue. I never heard of. Yes, the Monkey Special is good, and you're a big fan of leather. Yes. This is fresh. This is fresh aromatic. Yeah. So this is very safe. 22. It's a bit safe. Yeah, so this is a bit fresh, citrusy. I get a bit of that citruses, that not lemon, but in the opening is like kind of lime, this kind of thing. If you like the leather sense, so a friend of mine just gave me this Tom Ford Oud Ombre leather to test it and to make the review. So I wore this fragrance 3 days in a row. So even today I wore this, and the ombre leather, the original ombre leather, but this, it's a bit more, it's an eau de toilette. Ombre leather, yeah, eau de toilette. And it's projecting quite nice for 2 to 3 hours, even if, it's an eau de toilette, it has alcohol. So sometimes an eau de toilette is going to project better than an extrait, especially in the first hour, don't get me wrong, due to the alcohol concentration and it's dissipating. And also this one is projecting nice in the first 2 hours, I would say. But it's like a leather and a leather scent, and with some vanilla in the dry down. It's not aquatic like the Nese or Dombre, or it's not aquatic, but has the vanilla in the dry down. So it's a bit more playful, I would say. Yeah, so I got this one. I believe you are a big fan of the leather scents, but this one has leather, but it's a bit more playful. It's a bit more sweeter, it's a bit more vanilla, this kind of thing. So this one, a friend gave me to review it because I don't have like too many. I don't have Tom Ford in my collection. Some scents are not for me. But he gave me to review this one, and I always said here on my channel, everything what you see here are mine. No one send them, but sometimes a friend send me this. Hey, can you review this? Like I have friends, and they help me actually to keep posting sometimes content, because this one is a almost new one. Is 2024 release, I think. It's quite new, so it's rather great having a review on the new one than on the old one, because plenty of reviews on the internet. But this doesn't stop me to speak about, if I love something like Aqua di Gio, which is launched in 1996, this thing doesn't stop me to speak about this amazing freshy, so just look at this. Woohoo! Pure party. This is absolutely great, guys. I just love this. Ooh. Yeah. Yes, I love this. Aqua di Gio, it's for me amazing DNA. What can I say, guys? Coral Fantasy doesn't have too much of that leather as far as I remember. So Coral Fantasy, all the Valentinos like Born in Roma, Coral Fantasy are very safe for if you wanna blind buy them. But I don't suggest you just go somewhere in the store, depending where you live. Here in the UK are everywhere, so it's very safe. It's a bit sweet, it's sweeter, actually sweet. So it's a very mass appealing DNA. I have a Born Valentino here. This one is the extra dose in my collection, and this one is also good. This one it's having parfum concentration. So this one it's having a good performance, but yeah, it's having a good performance. But always in the evening time I use a moisturizer after I'm getting out from the shower in the evening time. I don't apply it in the morning, because if I apply sometime in the morning, if I'm applying moisturizer, I feel the projection is getting a bit affected. I don't know why. The alcohol can't do its thing. So I'm applying like after the shower the moisturizer, and in the morning I'm just good to go. So I'm getting a very good performance with so many fragrances, guys. I mean, I'm getting, even with this Aluron Sport, like 7 hours of longevity. So with this Aluron Sport, I'm getting 7 hours of longevity. If I use like A9 sprays, this thing is good on me. Minimum 7 hours. Maybe this I get only 5, close to 6. This one is the weakest, one of the weakest in my collection. I get like 3.5, 4. But with the new one, indoor, I'm using my fragrances indoor with the Dolce Gabbana, the one EDP, I'm getting like 7, 8 hours of longevity. The projection is not as great, but I'm getting good longevity on my skin, just because I'm taking care of my skin, and I use the moisturizer in the evening time, and this thing is great. Also, I never got the chance to speak about this day. Foruman and I, Foruman don't blind buy this stuff from the Jeremy, because first of all, 50 ml of this one is not worth the price, and also 50 ml of Day Foruman is not worth the price. Yes, it's still amazing. So for me, I'm preparing a review. This one is going to be on top 10 for life, so this for the, you name it, date, fall time, evening time, just to stay chill, whatever, dressed up scenario. This is great, guys. I just love it. it's a timeless scent. I don't think it's going to be out soon from my top 10 for life. Dolce Gabbana, the one, and also Lanui de Lume, and also Acqua di Gio. I can't live without them. That's the truth, Yes, that's the truth. I can't live without them. Sorry. Also, I got this one. This is the Latafa Assad Elixir, and I'm preparing the review because when I made the review, I didn't have the Boss Battle Absolute, which people say this one is a clone of. So I ordered 2 samples of Boss Battle Absolute from the eBay, and I'm going also to test them side by side to see what's the deal. Is this a clone of Boss Battle Absolute or is not? But so far this one doesn't have the leather and also doesn't have the incense, so I don't think it's going to be a clone of that one. And this, for the 30 pounds here in the UK, this is not bad at all. I mean, this is a much better scent. It's better made than the original Assad, which I'm not a big fan of the black pepper note in fragrances. I like the black pepper note, but I like the black pepper, on the steaks, I love it there. And it reminded me in the dry down of Carlisle. So it has the spiciness from the Carlisle, the saffron from the Carlisle, and this one has tobacco, which it's very well put here together with the saffron, and so yeah, my opinion is this one it's mainly for the winter time, for the night time, and I prefer this even if it's like thicker, dense, or like fully rounded over the original Assad, which on some people can smell cheap. So a guy had maybe still has Assad at work, so on him doesn't smell good. Also, I have had Assad on my in my collection, and I just get rid of it. But this one smells better. This one smells better, and if you wanna get one, just get this one because it's very well made. But it is eau de parfum. Doesn't have a monster performance, but it's still alright for 40 pounds here in the UK, or 40 euros. Still alright. Maybe the performance will go up after some oxidation. And the thing is, the original Assad smells cheaper than this. So the Elixir smells better than the original Assad. The original Assad smells cheaper than this one. This one smells very good for this price. I'm not I don't hate clones, I don't hate designers, I don't hate niche, but usually if I love something, I tend to go with the original because it's much better having the original in my collection than the clone. Always the original is going to be better. The copy, the clone is not going to be the original. That's 100% true what I'm saying. But if a fragrance is very, very expensive, like Blonde Amber, going with a clone makes. I have also some fragrances here. Yeah. So if I've also saw another samples here, which I never got the chance to test them. This is like Christian Dior Rose Kabuki. I never had the chance to test them properly. This is the Bois Talisman, which I'm thinking I have the review on the channel. I never tested this one. I never tested Eden Rock. This is from the private blend Christian Dior. I think I had the review on Tuxedo. I have 7.5 ml here. And also I have this one, Serge Lutens, which is going to be Sergi. Yeah. Yeah, so also I don't have time to test all of this one in the normal life because it's taking me a while, minimum 2 days to to have a like original opinion. I don't want to watch a review, another guy review and say what he's saying. I rather have my original review. But if you love this blonde amber DNA, I'm just staying here because you are staying here, and you don't leave from just because Nick is here, Ronnie is here. If you love this blonde amber DNA, this is the blonde amber which I paid 20. Yeah, which I paid 20 pounds for this sample, which 50 ml is about 490 pounds. Yeah. In this case, yes, going with this, which is like 30 pounds or 40 pounds, 50 euros, makes a lot of sense in this case. So yes, in this case, buy the clone. Don't spend like, of course, if you are rich. So if you are rich and the money is not an issue, just go with this one if you are rich. If you are a normal girl like me who's like working very hard for its money, going with this makes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matthias. If you are rich, yeah, buy original always. If you are rich, the money is not an issue. Always you're gonna get the best scent experience with the original stuff. Whatever is telling you, this is better than the original, no. From my experience, from what I've tested so far, I'm not joking. I smell maybe 1,000 fragrances. I'm not joking. Like, I have samples. I have all of this stuff, samples everywhere. I smelled maybe 1,000. Let's say, if not 1,000, minimum 500 minimum, but should be 1,000. Always the original is going to be better, a better scent experience. But in this case, this one is good. It's very well made. Yeah, this one is very well made. It's very ambery. It's for the late fall, early winter, and also has a good performance. Yes, I have Blue Talisman. Yes, I have Blue Talisman, which is Blue Talisman. No, I think I have Bois Talisman. Bois Talisman, did you say, or Blue Talisman? Blue Talisman, no, I have this one from Bois Talisman from Dior. I'm going to find some samples. Yes, yes, save up for the original if you love it, Yes, you're gonna notice the difference. Yes. Yeah, it's not the same. I said I believe you say Bois Talisman, but you said blue. So for LUFC, maybe it's great. Save yourself and buy the original. That's why in my collection I have like this. Also has some clones for the love of the game, but I have like Absolo Aventus, which I love it. I have Aventus Cologne, which I love it, and I wore it absolutely this summer. This was my wedding scent, so imagine that. I have also this, I love it. It's an old school type of a scent, Green Irish tweed. So it's an old school, old gentleman scent. This is original Santal, which is for this type of scenario. And this is Aventus, which I'm on the second bottle. So I'm not bragging, but always save up and buy the original if you can afford it, and you're gonna enjoy it, Also, so far I never smelled a clone of Reflection Man. to be very good. Everything what I bought to be a clone for Reflection Man, Reflection Man. No, so this Reflection Man can't be copied. This can be copied, the ingredients, and no, they can't copy this. This is like a work, a homework for the Latafa. Hey, copy this if you can. you know. Yeah. So far, Matthias. Yeah. So far, I never smelled a copy, or at least to be like minimum 80% like this one. Never. No. And I think there also is not going to be a copy for Dior Homme Parfum. They can't copy this. This is my humble opinion, They can't copy this also. Dior Homme Parfum, the old one, they can't copy this also. This is my favorite fragrance, which contains the wood note in it. This is lipsticky wood, the drill, for that formal event. I have 2 bottles of this left in my collection. What can I say also to you? I'm also testing this from Jeremy Fragrance, so I'm testing them, and I'm going to have the top. And just because you are here, Nick, and you have written that comment about the imagination. This is the imagination. The original, I think, is still original, but did you say something about this? Should be like that. This is what I've got here. Because the scent is so good, and this is much better smelling than any clone so far. So I'm thinking the scent, this bottle is original, but if it's a fake, it's a very good fake. Do you know what I mean? So this is the bottle which I've got it. But smells very good. Yeah, actually, Jeremy Fragrance is cloning different scents. He's cloning, and to be honest with you, I have nothing with Jeremy Fragrance. He's an amazing guy, or it used to be, but he's still an amazing guy. I used to watch him a lot, but I am thinking he should. This is the black tie, which I'm not a big fan of. This is smoky, rubbery, but the performance of this one, it's incredible. But it's not my type of a scent. This is like very bold. This is very punchy, smoky, rubber, like a plastic rubber scent with patchouli in the dry down. So. No, of course I didn't pay the full price tag for this one. This one is the Club for Men. So Club for Men is a much floral, balsamic version of the Ultramale. So if you love the Ultramale, you're gonna love this. Yeah, so Office is like, Creed Aventus is still mossy, fruity, mixed a bit with some Dior Sauvage vibes there, like 10% of Dior Sauvage vibes there. And yes, it's mossy, The first and the second batch of Office for Men wasn't like this. But now the third one smells like Creed Aventus 80%, a bit sweet, with some Dior Sauvage vibes there. Hopefully I didn't say elixir, but it's not the elixir, it's just Ambroxander, that thing. Most masculine, this one is the most expensive, and I didn't pay £500 or whatever he asked for this. My favorite so far, but bear in mind, this is the first batch. So I bought this long time ago, This is Date for Men. Date for men, I use some, you see. I use some of this juice, and two ladies were actually in the knees for this juice, and also this is quite strong. It's performing quite nice. This is like ultra mild, but a bit more woodsy, and also it's sweet. So it has a sweet woodiness to it, but it's bright. It's not a dark wood, like uh, always I want to say a dark wood like Encre Noir, So no. This is a bright, very beautiful wood. He's saying it's using like, yes, but I got this from 2019, I think. So I paid about 80 pounds, So that's why I used a lot of this juice. And I can't smell. Some people say they can smell the wood, that agar wood here. I can't pick it up, So maybe it's there, but I can't pick it up. As I said, I'm not a fragrance expert. I'm just a normal guy, and I can't pick it up. That wood, which you're gonna feel it if you're gonna smell wood maracuya or in the dry down. Oh, you're gonna know what the wood, that agar wood is, Yes. You're gonna know what the agar wood is if you're gonna smell like wood maracuya. Don't have to be a fragrance expert to. It's a very dark with an animalic undertone to it, like that wood, which is very expensive. Yes. I have here another fragrance which for me this year it is good, but is not that good. So this is Versace Mano Fresh, which is good, but I rather suggest you to stick with the original. This is a bit more flowery. Of course, if you're gonna love the original DNA and you want something more potent and something more for the fall time, you're gonna love this. But this on me was performing very nice. Not a beast mode, but was performing better than the original Versace Mano Fresh, which is quite normal because this is what it is. This is what the toilette, and this is eau de parfum, which is lasting longer, and also the notes are different. It is more flowery, more musk inside, so it's normal to last longer. But the performance for me, guys, is not everything. It's almost the scent. The performance for me, it's important, but it's not as important as the scent. Let's put this back in a box because I want to keep my some fragrances here in a box, and this is the proper way to keep them here. And also I received this on my birthday in August, and I never got the chance to proper wear it and to make the review. I don't know what's this off-white solution number 7 from my wife, and she said this is quite not as cheap. I don't know how much she paid for this, 80 euros, 90 euros from Tenerife, and this is my musky white floral, something like that, so it's unisex. She wasn't very inspired when she gave me this as a present on my birthday because I didn't like it. and I told her this has a female touch, and she said no, this is masculine. I said no, this is unisex, at least. So it is unisex. Yes, it has this, like when you open something from a car or whatever, like a wrench, small wrench, whatever. But it's good for the white flower lovers, let's say like that. So if you are a white flower lover, you're gonna love this. Yes, I have plenty of molecules 01, 02, 03, 04. I don't know where they are. Maybe they are here. Oh, let's search it. I don't know exactly where they are. I have a set Yes, I found it. Yes, I found it. Here is the set. So I have molecule 01, 02, 03, 04, 05. In my opinion, if you're gonna use molecule 01 to boost, this one is, yeah? Molecule 01, 02, to boost the performance, from my experience, doesn't work. So on me, didn't work. Maybe on another guy, another skin can work, but on me, didn't. Didn't work, guys. So I think this one is a scam. Hopefully I'm wrong, hopefully I'm wrong, but on me didn't work to improve the performance, the projection. So I got this from the original site. On me didn't work. Molecule 01, 02, all the book here. Yeah, on me didn't work. And already a fragrance is a mix of ingredients, So I have this, which is helping me to, yeah, yeah, man, which is a mix already of oils. So I don't usually layer fragrances because a fragrance is a layer of oils. For example, top notes, middle notes, base notes. It's already a layer there. I have here neroli, all kind of lemon, grapefruit. So when I say, this smells like a tangerine feeling, like, this is the tangerine feeling, which it's helping me to have a knowledge there. Bergamot, basil, cypress, which is like a sweet mossy feeling to it. This one, the essential oil, sandalwood right here, vetiver, clary sage, lavender, jasmine, juniper berry, cedarwood, peppermint, copaiba, frankincense right here, which is balsamic, the incense. Yes, balsamic, dark. This is a dark incense, balsamic. The patchouli, which is the patchouli, which is very used in fragrances. This is a very masculine note. This is masculine, earthy, with an earthy undertone to it. And from time to time, I really like to smell this and the rose. Here in the UK, guys, when I'm buying flowers for my wife, roses or whatever, doesn't have any scent, so are scentless. And when I'm smelling the rose here, I wish the roses which I'm buying them from the supermarket to have a scent, to smell like this, but it doesn't anymore. So in Romania, when I bought flowers last summer for her, actually the rose smelled like a rose. When this is what I love about being in Romania, and this I'm buying more natural things. This is the mirror, which this is very dark. This is used for a dark fragrance. This mirror, whatever it's called, for frankincense. If you're gonna combine, if you wanna have like a very strong fragrance, you're gonna combine myrrh with even geranium. Some geranium fragrances are lasting with frankincense, with cedarwood, patchouli. That's the base, and you're gonna have like a 12 hours lasting fragrance. You can add mid some lavender, rosemary, jasmine. It's too feminine for a man, but can be used in a small quantity. So if you want to have a flower touch, but you must use a bit of this one, not too much. And in the top, you can add grapefruit, tangerine, whatever. So you're gonna have like a very long-lasting fragrance. 12 hours minimum is going to be a beast mode with that base. Yeah, put the rose oil on the roses. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I had a good time with you here. I didn't expect this, you know. I had an absolute great time with you. I didn't expect this. I felt very good. Also, I hope you felt the same. I'm a bit, shy when I'm live, but I'm a bit shy. Yeah, but I must go over it. Yeah. Thank you, Rooney. Thank you, Nick, if you are still here. Thank you, MSLUFC. What's your name? I like to call people by his name, and also thank you, Matthias. You are absolutely amazing. And remember, as I said, I made, Um, nice to meet you, Anders, and Anders, and thank you for being here. You are also amazing. And I'm going also to test all these. Xerjoff is going to be a very hard work to test, proper test. 16 samples by 2 weddings each is going to be 32 weddings, minimum a month. Plus the review is going to take me minimum 3 months to be a proper review. If I'm doing it, minimum 3 months for 16 fragrances. And this is the thing which I want everybody to think. If a YouTuber, if an influencer has 5,000 fragrances, how he can tell me what's the most performance and what's the greatest compliment getters out of that 5,000 fragrances? When did he test it? How many days, how many hours his day has? If he has 5,000 fragrances, one fragrance per day is going to take him 15 years to have a full rotation and to test them. Only one fragrance one day, roughly 15 years to have a full rotation. Only one fragrance per day. I don't get it. So this is a thing which put me in a game, and I want to find myself the fragrances, and to test them. Yes, you are right. I'm trying not to do reviews on fragrances which I don't like them. Yes, I try not to make reviews on scents which I don't like at all. But sometimes, oh, look, I'm still with you, and one guy sent me, because I'm going from one direction to another. A guy sent me this. This is Budapest or something like that. Super Budapest. A fragrance which is getting promoted a lot by the influencers. This is Morocco or something like that, and let's try to find it on Fragrantica to see if I can find it. So it's like Supers, yeah, Morocco. Yes, Morocco. I found it here. This is a fragrance which a normal. He has a YouTube channel. He's a great guy. Not an influencer. It's his channel in English. And this is the fragrance. Yeah. And this is the fragrance which he sent me a sample of this one, and he paid for 50 ml of this one, 80 pounds for the 50 ml extrait de parfum. So this is supposed to be an extrait de parfum. So like citrusy, vanilla, amber, powdery. Yeah, this is like powdery, vanilla, something like that. Is citrusy? Is not. It's just there a couple of seconds in the opening. So you're gonna get like vanilla, ambery, this kind of thing, a bit musky, but the performance, this doesn't project at all. This Supers Budapest or wherever, he sent me this sample because he was like pissed off. Look, Daniel, I bought this. I got influenced by those influencers, and I bought this. I spent 80, 90 pounds of 50 ml of this, and it doesn't project at all. The scent on me lasted for 6-7 hours, but after half an hour, it's just a skin scent, so it's pretty much useless after you are spraying it, especially for 80 pounds, 180 pounds, 50 ml bottles. So, but sometimes it's good to make a review for these companies, just to let another people know, hey, look, this is not good. Don't get scammed. P from Givenchy. Rather buy P from Givenchy because definitely is going to perform maybe better than this. Is going to at least to project better than this. Let's see here because here supposed to say something. It's from yes, you're right. P from Givenchy. Also, I have a sample of this one, I think. But this PDM is a Pegasus is much better than So if you want something potent, buy the Pegasus. I've tested this. This is much potent than this. Yes, or just buy the Givenchy P because I'm thinking it's much cheaper, and you're gonna get 100 ml bottle or even more for half of Super's Budapest price. And sometimes it's worth it to have a review on this one, and to let other people, normal people like me, like you guys, who are spending their worth money on fragrances, to let them know, hey, look, this smells nice, but the performance is not good, like they are saying. Pegasus is much richer, so Pegasus is stronger. This one is smoother. It's having a powdery vanilla while Pegasus is, punchier. Yeah, Pegasus is punchier. And the Pegasus and PDM are good on making quite these oriental fragrances. Yes, guys. So, as I said, thank you very much for being here, and maybe in the future I'm going to do again couple of videos. Thank you, Rooney, and what can I say? See you next time. Thank you, Rooney. Thank you, Matthias. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Anders. Thank you. See you next time, yeah? Bye-bye.